You brought her flowers, took her on vacations, paid her bills, and yet she still left. Why? Because women don't stay loyal to favors. They stay loyal to feelings. You could hand her the world, but if she doesn't feel anything, she'd leave you for a man who gives her nothing except emotional chaos. She's not tethered to your efforts. She's connected to the emotional charge you bring. Mystery, tension, presence. Not the dinner, not the good morning text, not even the ring. Influence her thoughts, not her calendar. Speak to her spirit, not her to-do list. Because once that emotional spark fades, so does she. Never forgets, she won't stay because of what you do. She stays because of how she feels when you're doing nothing. Stoic men understand this. Now you do too. Follow for more. Let's go deeper. The harsh truth. She isn't loyal to your effort. She's loyal to what she feels. You can pour your time, money, and love into her hand, still lose her. Why? Because most men walk into an emotional trap. They think women stay because of effort, consistency, and kindness. But women aren't built that way, not on a deep level. Loyalty in women isn't earned through logic. It's triggered by emotion. An emotion doesn't obey reason. It responds to impact. She's not replaying your gifts in her head at night. She's replaying that one look, the one that made her feel like you could see through her. That moment hit her deeper than anything you bought her. It's brutal, but it's real. A man can do everything right, show up, support, give endlessly, but if he doesn't spark something inside her, she will drift, not out of malice, but because she no longer feels. Women are drawn to emotional gravity. They're pulled by what rattles them, what stirs them, what creates mystery. And it's not always the guy who does everything right who ignites that. Sometimes it's the man who doesn't need her. The one who walks away and means it. The one who stays mysterious. Because it's not comfort that secures her loyalty, it's emotion. She may say she wants peace and stability. She might even believe it, but at her core, she stays emotionally loyal. That's why she sometimes chases the man who gives her nothing but still shakes her world. His silence evokes more emotion than your endless affection. Here's what Stoicism teaches you. Detach from outcome. Let go of the idea that effort automatically earns reward. In a logical world, maybe it would, but love isn't logical. Romance is not a math problem. Instead, become a man who is calm, grounded, centered, who carries mystery in his presence. When she feels that presence, when she senses tension and depth in your stillness, that's when she becomes hooked. Ask yourself, are you trying to impress her, or are you moving her? One path will drain you, the other will transform her. Lesson 2. Emotional impact, not consistencies, her true currency. That's the paradox. Being consistent makes you safe, but emotional impact makes you unforgettable. And women don't leave the men they can't forget. That's why you'll hear stories of women leaving the man who did everything for her, for the one who barely replied to her texts, because that man, in all his unpredictability, lit her emotions on fire. Her pulse raced, her curiosity spiked, her body followed. Predictability makes a man emotionally invisible. It's not that being steady is wrong, it's that being emotionally flat is forgettable. When a woman connects with a man, she doesn't recall events. Logically, she remembers in emotional waves. She remembers the highs, the laughs, the silence that made her heart pound, the tension that left her breathless. If your entire bond is built on routine, stability, and endless validation. She appreciates you, but she won't crave you. Now, does this mean you should play games? No, games are for boys. But a Stoic man doesn't chase connection. He creates space for it. He holds emotional tension. He stays calm when tested. He knows his value even when she forgets hers. Think about it when she goes cold and you don't react. When she pulls back and you don't follow. When she pushes your buttons and you answer with composed silence, not anger. That's emotional mastery, and it's rare. That's what makes you unforgettable. It's not about holding back love, it's about showing up with power, intention, and presence. A woman doesn't stay with the nicest guy. She stays with the one who leaves an emotional imprint. Stoicism teaches you to stop reacting and start resonating, to feel deeply, but show only what's needed. That restraint, that stillness, it's intoxicating, because it gives her space to feel, to chase, to crave, to long for your energy. Be less available, but more impactful, less reactive, more rooted. That's not manipulation. That's attraction at its rawest level. And here's the deepest truth. A woman isn't loyal to you. She's loyal to how she feels about herself when she's around you. This is where most men miss it. They believe if they treat her like royalty, she never leave. But it's not about what you do for her, it's about what she feels within herself. In your presence, does she feel feminine, desired, magnetic? Or does she feel like she's being managed by a man hungry for approval? Women are emotional, yes, but more than that, they're self-reflective. They attach the way they feel about themselves to you. If she feels alive, radiant, seductive around you, she won't want to let go, because you become the mirror of her favorite version of herself. And here's the secret. You don't spark that by showering her with gifts or praise. You awaken it with presence, stillness, strength, and mystery. You become both the fire and the calm. The man who listens but would walk away in a heartbeat. The man who wants her but doesn't need her. The one who sees her hand, sees through her dot. That man, he's rare, which is why she remembers him and always returns. So remember this, her loyalty isn't bought. It's awakened, not by doing more, but by being more. Don't try to become someone else. Go back to the man you were, before the world taught you to chase approval. That's Stoicism in love. That's the quiet force women can't resist. Now you understand, it's not the roses, it's not the dinners, it's not the long paragraphs or late-night calls, it's the feeling. A woman stays where her emotions are ignited. She stays where she feels seen, not just served. She doesn't stay with the man who gives the most, but with the one who makes her feel the deepest. And that power, it's not in your effort, it's in your essence. So ask yourself, again, are you chasing her approval or awakening her soul? Don't be the guy who gave it all and was forgotten. Be the man who gave his presence and became unforgettable. If this opened your eyes, drop a heart in the comments so I know you're not just a good guy, you're a stoic one. Like, share, subscribe and send this to a brother who's ready to stop chasing and start becoming. Stay sharp, stay stoic. See you in the next one.